G'day, mates. Today we're going to be having a look at the Avengers Endgame playing cards. So these are an official deck by Marvel Studios with JLC Character Company, and yeah, let's take a look at them. So to start off with the box, it's like a matte black kind of thing. It's really smooth on the outside. It actually feels quite nice on the hands just to rub that. That's the front of the box. You've got Avengers, you've got the bunch of the characters from Endgame, and of course you've got the Marvel's Endgame there, if that will focus. There we go. On this side, we have the Marvel logo. You most should recognize that. On the other side, you also got the logo again. And on the back, there's all your legalities and all that jazz. On the back, you have the back design, which we'll get to later. And you also get a custom seal, which says Endgame and Marvel there. Alright, let's jump into the cards themselves. Alrighty, so here's what the cards look like. So that's the back design there. It's a one-way design. And again, as I said, it's not really a deck you'd use in normal circumstances. It's more of a novelty kind of deck for Marvel fans that you can have and just use, or even just put on your shelf for later. So that's what the back design look like. It's a bluish kind of icy color with the Avengers logo right in the middle there. And on the edges, you've got the half Avengers logo with a bit of orangey color up the top with the blue. Yeah, so the back design looks like that. It looks really great in fans with this thing there. So if you like doing fans, look at that. It's a really, really good view there. So if you're into fans or moves like that, these do look really cool. You'll also get a little Marvel logo thing there on each of the cards, which some might think it's a little dodgy, takes away from the design itself. But yeah, so it's a borderless, black, kind of collector's sort of design. Okay, the faces themselves are actually bit different from what you'd normally find. So you're going to get two, I think these are Jokers. So it's the time travel sort of design that you get that comes from the movie itself with the reversed back and front of the costume. You're also going to get a couple ad cards. So you get this one here, which is just kind of a picture of all the Avengers, and this one. The Ace of Spades looks like this. So it's a picture of Thanos. And you'll find that all of the cards are very custom. So you're going to get a black kind of theme throughout the whole thing. And all the royalties and aces are completely custom, as well as all the other cards as well, but they don't have pictures on them. So you're going to get this sort of interesting design on each of the numbers cards. And each of the royals come with pictures of Avengers and characters from the movies. So there's your hearts, you get those, and that's what your clubs look like. More there, more here, and those are those ones. So you're not going to get any special double backers or duplicates or anything designed towards Magic, because this is a collector's deck that you'd get if you wanted to show off your Marvel love, or really just to have on your shelf because you like Marvel. But it's not something you use to perform with or even do cardistry with, to be honest. Now, you might be wondering how they handle. They're not USPCC. They're actually printed in Taiwan, I believe. I'm not really sure which company they're with, but they do feel, as most card companies these days are getting up to par with USPCC, so they do handle pretty well. The edges, you'll notice, are really smooth. Like, normally USPCC decks have a really rough edge and you kind of got to rub them in your jeans or whatever. These ones are very smooth edges, and because of that, they do handle well and they feel comfortable on the hands. However, they aren't crushed at all. Like, if you can see, it's quite a thick stock. I don't know if you can really tell. Okay, so for comparison, here's a crushed USPC deck, which is Z Deck by December Boys, if you want to check them out. But if you look closely, there's actually a significant difference in thickness there. So these are These are quite thin, but you'll notice that these are extremely thick for a deck, which some people might enjoy, some people might not, but overall, they're not too thick and you can get rid of a few cards if you just want to play around with them comfortably. But when you come to how soft they are, although they're thick, they're actually quite soft. I don't know if you can hear that properly, but they spring really comfortably. It's not like a soft sound, but at the same time, it's not hard on your hands, it's not hard to do, and you also get a good flick in it, which means you can do things like that quite well as well. But yeah, pressure fans, also quite easy straight out of the box. I haven't really broken these in yet, so as a deck that's come straight out of the box, that's quite effective, that's quite useful. Under pressures work fine. It's also not too slippery of a deck, which means that for packet cuts, it's quite effective and it doesn't, fall everywhere, which we all hate, and we all know that feeling of dropping cards on the floor. For those who are interested, the deck also comes with a traditional cut, although they don't furrow very well. You kind of have to push it a little bit harder than normal, and it's not really great at weaving them together, but it does get the job done eventually. So they actually do feel quite nice. I do really like the feel of them, but at the same time, they're not USB-CCs. But they don't feel that different. Most decks these days are kind of up to par with that level. They're a comfortable deck to use. However, as I said earlier, they're not really catered towards Magic or Cardistry. They are a collector's deck, so if you're a big Marvel fan, this is perfect for you. You just want to show your love to the community. And yeah, it's kind of a shelf deck that you put up nicely. Have a look, show your friends. You can even play games with it. It works well as a game deck, but if you want to use it for Magic or Cardistry, go ahead. But the borderless design kind of takes away from that a little bit, I think. But, it's really up to you. Okay, so if you'd like to grab one of these, you can head over to 52-wonders.com. Link should be there and in the description below if you'd like to check that out. So if you're a big Marvel fan, go pick one of these up. It's got all your favourite characters on the fronts, and the backs has the Avengers logo. Show off to your friends. It's really just a cool deck to have in your collection, even if you don't want to perform with it constantly. They're not too expensive, I don't think. Can't really remember the price. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you later. You should go grab one of these. They're pretty cool. They're pretty fun to use. Feel good. Big Marvel fans would love them. Have a good day. Thanks, boys.